Deep breaths. Feeling the breath, feeling our diaphragm. And we can now connect to our hearts. So let's both softly place our palm on our heart space and just connect with the core of our essence, the core of our being, our place of wisdom, connecting with the sacred heart and connecting to this place where all the answers lie, our true self and our true essence. And we are now also aligning our energies and inviting our guides, angels, cosmic soul family, star family, our higher selves to be present in our sacred space. And we ask for the most benevolent outcome for all. And so I will remain quiet from now on, and I will allow Mona to continue if there is any intelligence or any being that would like to connect with us today.
Hello, dear sisters. What you're feeling right now. These are light codes that are being transmitted through the connection that the two of you established. Just take them in and let them unfold. We're so happy to be with you.
Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for your support.
It's our pleasure. The codes which you received now are being transmitted all over the planet to anyone who's able to receive them through a personal connection. Many of these codes are received without words, just by sharing of energetic space, by connecting on the heart level. The more people receive them, the better, the happier humankind will be, step by step. This was my task for the moment. I was given this opportunity here today, and I will now pass on the word to Lord Arcturus, on whose ship I'm transmitting the codes from one of his ships, because I'm sure you would be curious about the origin of what you received.
I'm also curious because I didn't ask in the beginning, with whom do we have the honor to talk to right now?
Just one of the many, many members of the Arcturian fleet.
Okay.
Being responsible for the transmission of light codes and in many different forms through a connection like this. I will pass on the word now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm connected now. I go by the name Lord Arcturus, and you're very welcome to ask me questions. Any question, because I know you have questions on your heart, Hara. So feel free.
Thank you so much. To be honest, I cannot help but worry about what is happening right now on our planet. I've heard so many different theories, perspectives, conspiracies, and different ideas and of what is taking place. And I know there is no one answer to what is really happening. It's in many levels. You already gave us some information in our last session last week. I would just like perhaps to ask you if there is anything more, anything else, any update or anything on the current situation.
I can share from our perspective. I want you to know that we are all in this together. And what is happening on the planet now is no surprise for us at all, for the intergalactic teams, for the delegations which came here for the very purpose of helping you and us and everyone involved in this universe, help you through this shift, through the ascension process. So rest assured that we are prepared. We are prepared to help you, to support in many different ways through the light code transmissions which you received in the beginning of this transmission, through very practical work in different dimensions, the denser dimensions, the less dense dimensions. And we do this as a team. You, all your beautiful star seeds and blossom, us here from our ships and boats, and a multitude of different teams with different specializations. It's a very dense network that is supporting what's happening on Earth. And for reasons of this, a very support system and of your stage of development as blossoming starseeds, the situation on the planet is fairly balanced. Everything is going peacefully, mindfully, with calm. And this is a very, very good sign. And this is something everyone should be aware of, that the situation is actually going really, really well. There's no panic, hardly any panic to be seen. Yes, people are afraid. Yes, people are concerned. But all in all, people are very reasonable, and they start to reach out to one another. They start to help each other. They start to remember the core human qualities and to live them more than they were before, for lack of opportunity, for lack of time, for reasons of distraction. I'm suggesting to you to focus on this, that even though there are massive changes underway, there's peacefulness around it. Can you perceive that too, Hara? Can you see that?
Yes, I can. Which is it's weird. It's everything is kind of weird at the moment. So I really do perceive this peacefulness on the one hand, and on the other hand, anxiety, which is they are very strong both.
This is a moment to learn to let go of any desire to control anything. No one was ever controlling anything. And right now, things are shifting so fast, and things that you were relying on in the past fall away, change from one day to the next. So, to help you handle your anxiety and fear is by going with the flow. Start to focus on your inner planes and on the positive perceptions that you have, like, wow, this is actually going really well considering the circumstances. People are really very balanced. They are actually very supportive to one another, and to focus on these qualities, even if at times it might be challenging, but this is what increases this even more on the planet, especially if people like you focus on the positive vibrations and on the positive aspects that are definitely to be seen everywhere, which are dominating actually the picture. And if you do focus on these, they will become stronger and remain dominant. So this is what the blossoming, beautiful delegations on the planet are doing, and it's amazing. This is exactly what they need to do, and they are doing it by their very nature. It's simply what they embody, what you embody. And also when the anxiety comes up and the fear, start to focus on the inside and find out what it is that makes you feel good right now, whatever it is. Is it to call someone, or is it to not talk to anyone? Nurture yourself. Focus on staying in balance, because this is the greatest service that you can provide for anyone at the moment, to maintain your personal state of well-being. That's absolutely crucial for anyone of the ground team, of your team. You know what I'm talking about. Please ask me anything you would like to ask me. I'm here to support you if I can.
Before we connect, I was starting to prepare something. I've been told to hold a global guided meditation on the 4th of April to connect as many light workers and indigos and star seeds, and just to connect to our hearts and to encompass Earth with loving energy, to shift into the best timeline possible.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any comment on that? I read, my idea came because I read that there's a huge portal opening on that date. So I just wonder if you have any comment.
any kind of high vibrational activity that's taking place on that day will be very beneficial for everyone, for the planet. It can be meditation. Some people do drum circles. Other people just have a very, very nice lunch with a friend and connect in their heart space. Anything high vibrational will have a very strong positive impact. It will be reinforced through the portal.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask you is about. I don't know what to ask you, to be honest. I could ask you 1 million things, and at the same time, I'm just a little bit speechless with how things are unfolding so quickly. I just share something I was describing to Muna 1-2 days ago. I saw Earth from the distance, I kind of from another perspective outside the Earth, from space, and there were many councils busy right there. That's what I felt, coming together and thinking how they will assist us. I wonder, from your perspective as a representative of the Arcturians, if you have any information you want to share, anything. Are you planning to support us in any way, or have you anything you have to share?
You can be absolutely sure of our support, and not just of the Arcturians. It's as you know, it's a huge interdimensional team that's working. So many different species and specialities supporting the planet right now. It's amazing. It's a very you would say multicultural, that would be the terminology on the planet, but this is on a cosmic level here that I'm talking about. Everyone contributing with their strong traits, with their specialities, with what they know best. So believe me, there has never been more support for Earth. Yes, but Hara, this is what we came here for. This is you don't need to say thank you for this, because we're just as grateful for you as you are to us. This is what we came here for. Actually, things are developing according to plan, absolutely according to plan, and the teams are in place. The teams do their work, and it works amazing. And yes, there is a little bit of fear at the moment on the planet, by comparison how it would be like if the mechanisms that we have designed, if they were not in place, things would look very different. What's happening now is it's nothing. So focus on that, keep calm, really do that, because it's really nothing compared to how things would be if things got really serious and out of hand. But we love to see the fact that the planet, humanity, is rediscovering their existentiality. We love that. This was so important. It's an aspect that was needed, and that humanity needed to show this to themselves, to remember that, to remember the important things. That's what you're focusing on at the moment.
I'm sensing that what is happening on Earth is affecting the whole, not only solar system, but our whole universe. And I wanted to explain you what I mean, and ask you if you agree or if you resonate. I'm sensing that because of what is happening on Earth, because of the alarm, so to say, and all eyes are on, from many other races, are on us and how they can support from their side. I kind of sense that this also forced many star races to connect deeper and really come together, and this is bringing a union also on the perspective, on that perspective. Is that so?
To some degree, but we were working closely, peacefully together in the past. It's just that this project, it's a little bit like the Olympics on planet Earth. It's everyone sending their best teams to participate here. And this causes, of course, beautiful new interactions and a lot of learning also from our colleagues, you could say. But our focus is really on the task, on the interconnection with Earth, and basically doing our job.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, be very aware that things are going well, and if you start to feel fear, shift, do something, think about something positive related to the subject, spin your thoughts into the direction to make you feel better. That's needed. Because you are creators and you need to practice this at the moment. If you feel that anxiety is taking over, don't let that happen. You absolutely have the ability to shift your emotional state, and this is the time to do it. And by doing so, holding the space for everyone else. Be gentle to yourself. It's absolutely fine if it happens, no problem. As soon as you become aware of it, start shifting. That's the task.
And that's very important what you say, because many of us, we can easily, especially the ones who are, the ones who are believing, who are already in a high vibration, when we do get into fear, because of course there is a lot of fear in the air, and whether it's created by us or by our outside world, many of us could easily blame ourselves and
oh, please don't. Yes, exactly. You should be really beyond that point. And this is also the message that Serafina sent through Mona the last time. This is happening at times. You all had this super beautiful phase, many of you, where you felt like, wow, it's already done. Now it's only butterflies and rainbows. And sorry, it's not yet there. But you needed this butterfly and rainbow phase to know how beautiful it is and where you are heading, and to be absolutely sure that this is what you want, because it felt so good. You are able, all of you are able to tune into this energy because you remembered it so vividly. You did embody it for quite some time. So, and you do not want to let go of that. And you do sometimes, because you start feeling the pain of others again, or the fear, and so on. And that's absolutely fine. And then you move up again, because you know how to do it. Choose what you think. It's up to you which thought you empower. And following the thought, the emotion changes. You know the mechanism. By now, you all know how to create. You just need to do it. That's your task now. And and you are doing it. Some of you, don't give in. Don't allow yourself to drown in self-pity, misery, or fear, or any of that. You are beyond that. You really are. Come on, guys. I know it. Because I know you inside out. So just keep going. You can do that. I know it. You can shift into a positive vibration within a very short period of time. I'm talking minutes, not days or hours. So apply
even seconds, I guess.
Many of you even in seconds. Some, it doesn't matter how long you take, as long as you get to it, as long as you choose to do so. That's really important at the moment, and you are doing this. Yeah.
Thank you for reminding us and empowering us.
You're very welcome.
Is there anything else you would like to share today?
No. I just want to say thank you very much for all your work. Thank you also for the transmissions that you are doing. And I just want to end on saying We love you all very much, and we are in awe of the unfolding of everything that's going on the planet. And we're here. We're not going anywhere. You're never alone in this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.